Hey guys, all right, we're going to go through page 307. I did not have you do box 4, so we're not going to cover that one today. Working with volume here, okay, in these first two. What is the total number of cubes needed to completely fill the box? Okay, remember we need to find area of the base. Okay, so base times height gives us the area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 going across. And to the back, from the front to the back, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 6 times 4 is 24. That's the area of the base. It would take 24 cubes to fill that area. And then we count how many groups of 24 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of 24. Okay, so 6 or 24, sorry, times 4 is 96 total cubes. For this one, okay, we have, again, we're going to figure out the area of the base. So we have 9 times 5, okay? When we set this up as a number model, we would go 9 times, let me go back and do the x here, times 5, and then we multiply that by the height. So we'd multiply that times the height, which is 2, okay? 9 and 5 is 45 times 2 will give you 90, and that's centimeters cubed. This one, when you roll a 10-sided die, so if you roll the dice, there's 10 sides to it. What fraction of the time would you expect a multiple of 3 to come up? Well, if we did multiples of 3, we'd count by 3s, basically 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9, and then we'd be done because we're a 10-sided dice. So we have 3, 6, and 9. So we have 3 sides would be a multiple of 3. So our fraction there would be 3 out of 10, or 3/10. And then what probability term would best describe the likelihood of landing on that? I would say unlikely that you would come up with a multiple of 3. Again, this box we did not do. Okay, down here, these are difficult, but you got to remember that process of putting yourself on the number line. So, and you don't need a number line down to 46. You just have to have your bearings on it. So imagine you're on the number line. Remember, the first number tells you where we're going to start. So we're going to start, okay, at negative 46. So let me just draw out real quick right up here a number line. Okay. This is our 0, and let's just put 2 on here. Let's just go 10, so we can get kind of an idea of where we're at here. And then let's just make this negative 10. Okay. So if we're at negative 46, right, we would be way down here somewhere. That tells you where you start. Your operation, which is plus or minus, this tells you which way you're going to face. We're going to start here. Okay, and we're going to face our positive numbers. So it would be way down here at negative 46, and we'd be facing our positive numbers. And then this is a positive number, so it tells you to walk forward. Okay, so if you're at negative 46 and you walk forward, you're going to end up with negative 26. Okay, negative 26. The next one we're going to start at negative 23. So again, we're starting way down here. We have a positive, that's our operation. So again, we're facing on our number line, we're going to face this way. But this number is a negative 18. That means we're going to walk backwards. So we're starting at negative 23. We are facing our positive numbers. We're walking backwards. So you actually add those two together. Okay, and you're going to get negative 41. Okay, negative 41. This one, okay, so we're starting at our positive 33, somewhere way over here. We're going to face our positive numbers. So we're going to, again, face this way. But if you're facing that way, negative number tells you to walk backwards. So if we're going to be at 33 and we're going to walk backwards 17 steps, okay, we're going to still be at a positive. We're going to be at a positive 16. Okay, this one, we're going to start at $36.54. Same as this one here. We're going to face our positive numbers facing this way, but we are walking backwards when we walk. Okay, so we're walking this way on that number line. Okay, so the answer to this one is negative 21 and 27 cents. Our final one, we way down here, way down at negative 131 and 9 cents, and we're going to face our positive numbers, but we're going to walk it backwards, and this one is going to be negative $208 and my decimal in there 7 cents. Okay, $208.07. You're adding those two numbers together. All right, so if you travel an average speed of 50 miles an hour, how far will you travel in 3 hours? Well, if you're going to go 50 miles an hour, okay, and again, we've done this where we write these out. So we said, and there is a half in there, so let's throw our half in first. Well, if in an hour, we can go 50 miles, we can go 25 and a half. Okay, 1 hour would equal, I should put my equal sign in that one. 1 is 50, we already know that. So 1.5 would be 75, we're counting by 25s here. 2 would be 100. 3 would equal 150. Okay, so that's this one. 3 would be 150. We already have our half up there. Okay, our half would be 25. And I'm going to come back here again. So 4 would equal 200. 5 would equal 250. Okay, and we got a tricky one down here. But so 2, if 2 is 100, okay, 3 is 150, what would come in the middle of that? Well, we know a half is 25. Okay, 2 is 100, so we have 125. And then down here, okay, we know 5 is going to be 250, but what we need to figure out is what is 3/5. Okay, so we're going to go back to 3/5, okay, of 50, because 50 is 1, and we want to know what 3/5 of 50, okay, equals 3/5 of 50 equals, remember how to do these, you take your 50, divide it by 5, we get 10, times 3, okay, is 30. So 3/5 of 5 is 30. So if we know that 5 is 250, the 3/5 now we know is 30, so we just add those two together, okay, and we get 280. Okay, there you go. There are the answers. And anytime you do these, making out this chart is just almost, you just have to do it. It makes things so much easier. There you are, gang.